Hearing this news is, well, I want to share my own story of when I was younger. I hated being a girl. I thought I was born in the wrong body. I hated being a girl. I hated being black. I thought, well, like, why am I in this body? Why am I black and why am I a girl? I hated it. I even wrote several times in my diary how much I hated being a girl. I would say, like, I wish I were a boy. I would steal my brother's boxers and wear it. I would steal his clothes and wear it. I would dress like a boy. But that was a phase in my life. A lot of you have seen my pictures, and it's nothing compared to how I was back in GS1. So, for as long as I can remember, from when I was 4 down to 9 to 10, that was a phase where I felt I just hated being a girl. I look in the mirror and I'm like, nah, like, I was just disconnected by what I was seeing in the mirror, who I was seeing in the mirror, and who I was, who I felt internally. I just felt like men were more superior, and I felt men were more cooler, and I felt like women, like, what do women have to offer? These were psychological things that were going on in a head of a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old child. You might think, you might look at your kids and think, oh, well, they don't know how to, think. But that's a lie. They have deep thought. Oh, I did have my tomboy phase where I wear my brother's boxers and sag, wear his jeans and all that stuff and act like. But what I'm trying to tell you was, forget that was not tomboy phase. I'm talking about this psychological phase where I hated what I saw. Literally, it made me so depressed and to a point suicidal as a very young child. I have to be honest with you. So we have to check our children and really learn to communicate with them and understand where their mind is psychologically. Now, the turning point for me was watching a program where a lady was talking about loving yourself, loving your skin. You're beautiful just the way God has created you and all that stuff. And that was really the turning point for me. And that's how I just began to love who I am. Okay, so I told you in the early post, the first post I posted, that I hated being black. Yes, I hated being black. I felt black was inferior to white, and I felt that white people were more superior. I felt white people were supreme beings. I just always felt that, black was disgusting. And I was a child that didn't know anything. So if I were born in this era, right, and I have the parents that we have now who just allow the children to do whatever they like, I would be one messed up child. Because my parents would just let me do whatever I like without telling me what is right from what is wrong. And that's why, as parents, we ought to help our children navigate through life by explaining to them that, okay, it's okay that you feel this way, but this is... So as parents, we have to help our kids navigate through life. Is because these kids don't know everything. Sometimes you have to be tough love, but in a world where we're living, where everything just goes, do whatever you like, and when someone tries to correct you, oh, they're the bad person, bad is now suddenly turned good, and good has now suddenly turned bad. It's an agenda of the enemy. We just don't have any idea, and it takes the Spirit of God to open our eyes to see that agenda, to see that there are things that are happening. Look, again, it's not only about the physical consequences, it's about the spiritual consequence of when we do things that are against the will of God. There's a consequence to follow. Is it there? Well, until next time, we'll